Throughout the semester, we spend a lot of time preparing for class, resting, studying, and working on homework. But for new students, curious academics, and adventurous souls, the question becomes, where do I feel best studying? And although the university offers a wide variety of study spaces, there are a handful of places that most students prefer when sitting down to work. But to find your preferred study spot, there are several factors to consider for each of these popular spaces. To address the pros and cons of these spaces, my rankings of the top 5 study spaces at WVU will focus on the dominant factors that could influence your study sessions. Although the university provides many places to get work done on campus, there are a number of off campus cafes, diners, and coffee joints that many students love to visit when grinding out the last bit of their homework. Among the top local businesses, Stone Tower, Antiquity, The Grind, and Panera are popular places for students to spend time. While each of these locations sells coffees, teas, and light meals, the comfortable booth seating makes for a great place to be productive. Each spot has its own unique charm, and it's up to you to check out each one and get a sense of whether or not you could have a good study session there. Although the rankings will focus on the best spots to study on campus, study spaces off campus may prove to be your preferred place to work. These honorable mentions are common workplaces off campus, but everyone can find their own place. But as students who spend most of our time on campus, easily accessible options deserve a fair comparison. For numbers 4 and 5, the most readily accessible locations set the basis for comparisons between study spaces. First off, number 5, outside your classes. Although there are almost always a set of benches, swivel chairs, desks, or long tables outside your classes, these spots are often very active. With a loud environment and seating that can be less than comfortable, these spots are often better for sitting than studying. If you really need to get some work done, I would not recommend using the public seating that's exposed to the clamor between classes. Next, number 4, dorm libraries and study rooms. Although these spaces are extremely convenient for students living in dorms, relying on spaces near your room can blur the lines between places of work and relaxation. These rooms tend to stay quiet, but their very public location leaves residents in close proximity to active spaces. But with a corner to call your own, these are great places to study in your own way and take breaks as often as you need. But in terms of focus sessions of studies, there are 3 places that stand out for their resources and their environment. Although each of the top 3 study spaces has a large number of benefits, the unique qualities of each may help you to pick your favorite. At number 3, the Evansdale Library is an excellent place to spend your study hours. A favorite of the engineers, the 24/7 hours of operation work for the early birds and the night house. Like most campus libraries, the Evansdale Library's study rooms are open for reservations. In such a quiet setting, any place in the library makes for excellent work. The only downside to this library is accessibility. The library is very distant for most of the majors at WVU. In second place, the downtown library is an ideal place to study. With many of the same perks as the Evansdale Library, the downtown library is much more accessible and provides a lovely view. The only downside is the hours of operation, running from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. And at number 1, the study rooms in Reynolds Hall have to be the best place to study on campus. Prized for their perks, an amazing view, whiteboards, translucent walls, and TVs to project your work, these rooms are the highlight of the 4th and 5th floors. Limited in number, these rooms are rarely occupied and are a privilege to enjoy whenever possible. But beyond my personal rankings, each of these spaces has their own special setting. Although we spend a lot of time focused on just getting our work done, try and spend some time finding the place where you're most comfortable. If you can find the preferred place to get work done, being productive can be much easier. And don't forget to mix it up. The university offers a ton of resources for students, so make sure to enjoy yourself wherever you feel best.